Welcome. You're watching the Newstrack. I'm Rahul. Kamal. Where is Bhai Sheikh Shahjahan, the Trinamool leader who's on the run? And if the West Bengal police is indeed serious, why is this man who now faces such grave charges not been arrested? The Mamata Banerjee government is on the dock. The BJP trying to raise this issue politically. The political back and forth and an investigation from the ground is my top focus on the Newstrack.
No end to Sandeshkhali shocker. Survivors reveal horror after horror.
আমাদের সাথে যে অত্যাচারগুলো হচ্ছে নারী ওই মেয়েদেরকে ডাকতো
Infants snatched and thrown.
নাইটি আমার ছিঁড়ে দিয়েছে ওরা এত বাজে ব্যবহার করে চুলির মুঠি ধরে টানাটানি করে আর কোলে ছিল বাচ্চাটা করে ছিটকে ফেলে দেয় নিচে
Land grab charge on TMC neta.
এখানকার গ্রামবাসীদের থেকে কৃষকদের থেকে জমি কেড়ে নেওয়া হয়েছে
Sandeshkhali strong man still absconding. Where is Sheikh Shahjahan? Sandeshkhali showdown. Big focus on Newstrack.
Before we get into our investigation from the ground, let me take you through the headlines I'm tracking tonight. Rahul Gandhi and Smriti Irani square off in Amethi as the Congress's Nyay Yatra enters Uttar Pradesh. Smriti taunts Rahul, says, how can one who needs support help the people of Amethi? Suspense hangs over Kamal Nath's next move. His close aide says neither Nath nor his son are joining the BJP. Supreme Court to examine Chandigarh mayoral poll ballot papers. Chief Justice Chandrachud says poll officer should be prosecuted after Anil Masi admits to tampering 8 ballot papers. Ghulam Nabi Azad makes sensational claims. Charges Farooq and Omar Abdullah held secret meetings with Prime Minister Modi and were privy to the abrogation of Article 370. Farooq hits back, asks Azad to check facts. PM Modi's third big mandir unveiling. PM lays the foundation stone of the Kalki Dham in Sambhal, slams the Congress for delaying the construction of the temple.
कल्कि मंदिर के लिए इन्हें पिछली सरकारों से लंबी लड़ाई लड़नी पड़ी, कोर्ट के चक्कर भी लगाने पड़े.
For nearly 50 days now, the Trinamool Congress and Sandeshkhali strongman Sheikh Shahjahan has been absconding. His aide Shibu Hazra was arrested over the weekend. But what about Sheikh Shahjahan himself? The women of Sandeshkhali have told India today that they are living in fear. They have appealed to Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee to come visit them as they narrate horror stories of abuse, assault and land grab. Watch our lead story tonight, this ground report from Sandeshkhali in West Bengal.
Horror stories of assault, abuse and torture continue to emerge from Sandeshkhali village in Bengal. Rape, land grab and now child assault.
যখন আমি বলতে যাই জানলা দিয়ে ওরা আমার হাত ধরে টানাটানি করে আমার নাইটি ধরে টানাটানি করে এমনকি নাইটি আমার ছিঁড়ে দিয়েছে ওরা এত বাজে ব্যবহার করে চুলির মুঠি ধরে টানাটানি করে আর কোলে ছিল বাচ্চাটা করে ছিটকে ফেলে দেয় নিচে বাচ্চা পড়ে গিয়ে মানে ওর খুবই লেগেছে মাথায় ব্যথায় কারণ ও মানে চুপ হয়ে গেছে কান্নাকাটি পুরো বন্ধ করে দিয়েছে একদম তার আগে খুব চিল্লামিল্লি করছিল যখন পড়ে গেছে তখন আর চিল্লামিল্লি পুরো চুপ হয়ে গেছে যেহেতু ওদের হাতে পিস্তল ছিল এখানটায় আরো বেশি ভয় আর মহিলা যে দুটো ছিল তাদের সাথেও বাজে ব্যবহার করে সেই সময় হাত ধরে টানাটানি করে তাদের হাতের পলার শাখা ভেঙে গেছে এবার ওরকম করতে থাকে ঘরে যাই গিয়ে আমার স্বামীকে জামার কলার টলার ধরে টানাটানি মার ধরে এইসব করতে থাকে আমি থাকাতে যাই আমার সাথে সেখানেও বাজে ব্যবহার করে
যা হচ্ছে আমাদের এইখানে সেইগুলো জানালাম যেভাবে আমাদের উপরে এখনো অবধি আমাদের ভয় কাটেনি এখনো অবধি রাত্রে আমাদের উপরে হামলা হচ্ছে সেইগুলোই আমরা জানিয়েছি এগুলো পুলিশের ভেসেই অন্য কেউ ওরা আসছে শাহজাহান শেখের বাহিনীই আসছে
DGP is assured that no perpetrator will be left, in the vicinity. But currently, women categorically stating that in spite of the fact that the Shibu Prasad Hajra, one of the prime accused, has been arrested, but there are a huge fear among the women, particularly at a time when the male member of each family, they are still out of their home. And this mother is pleading for justice.
Residents of Sandeshkhali are seeking answers and accountability from Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee.
এতদিন দিদি কোথায় ছিলেন? ঘুমিয়েছিলেন? দিদি কোথায় ছিলেন? উনি তো পুলিশ মন্ত্রী, উনি ঘুমিয়েছিলেন। আবার আখ্যা দিচ্ছে আমরা নাকি সন্দেশখালী বাসী নই, আমরা আরএসএস, আমাদের বহিরাগত, আমরা অভিনেত্রী, এইভাবে সব আমাদের আখ্যা দিচ্ছে। আমরা চাই দিদি সন্দেশখালী আসুক, এসে আমাদের পাশে দাঁড়াক, পাশে দাঁড়িয়ে আমাদের অভিযোগগুলো শুনুন।
ডাক্তার শিবু হাজরা আর উত্তম সর্দার, আর ওদের তো মাথা শাহজাহান শেখ, উনি যা বলতেন এরা তাই করতো। আশ্বস্ত না, আসল তো মাথাটাই আছে। এরা তো চুনোপুটি, আসল লোকটাকে ধরুক, তাহলেই তো আশ্বস্ত।
Under fire, the local administration has set up a camp to lodge complaints.
These camps are being set up in order to register mass complaint and register complaint against such atrocities, and which is why these are being done. Apart from the fact that when Shibu Prasad Hajra has been nabbed, police are initiating to reach out to those people and trying to ease out the anger among villagers.
But West Bengal Chief Minister continues to blame the BJP and RSS for the unrest in Sandeshkhali.
বাংলায় জট পাকানোর চেষ্টা করেন, আমরা জট খোলার চেষ্টা করি। কোন মানুষের উপর কোনো অত্যাচার হলে মনে রাখবেন আমাদের সরকার ব্যবস্থা নেয়। একটা ঘটনা ঘটেছে, আমি বলতে চাই তাদের যার যা অভিযোগ আছে আমি অফিসার পাঠাবো, তারা শুনবে। এবং যদি কেউ মনে করে কারো কাছ থেকে কেউ কিছু নিয়েছে, সবটাই ফেরত দেওয়া হবে। কোন মহিলা আজ পর্যন্ত কোনো কমপ্লেন করেনি, এফআইআর করেনি। আমি পুলিশকে বলেছি সুমোটো কেস করো। আমাদের ব্লক প্রেসিডেন্টও অ্যারেস্ট হয়ে গেছে, এমনকি আরাবুল ভাঙ্গরে, ও তো আমাদের কর্মী, ও তো অ্যারেস্ট হয়ে আছে। তোমরা কতজনকে অ্যারেস্ট করেছো? আমি কি পারি না করতে, গদ্দারদের অ্যারেস্ট করতে?
Rekha Sharma from the National Commission for Women visited the restive village on Monday.
एक रेप केस विक्टिम जो है उसका हस्बैंड भी छोड़ के चला गया, क्योंकि उसको भी डर है कि मेरे को कुछ मार दिया जाएगा। छोटे बच्चों के यहाँ पर गन रखी जाती है कि अगर तुम्हारी माँ कंप्लेंट वापस नहीं लेगी तो ये यहाँ पर गन रखी जाती है। तो ये काम अगर ये हो रहा है तो मुझे नहीं पता कि शासन कहाँ, प्रशासन कहाँ और चीफ मिनिस्टर कहाँ।
Political war of words is only escalating.
ये दोनों को अरेस्ट किया, लेकिन जो मेन लोग हैं अभी शेख शाहजहान कहाँ पे है? सब लोग, उनका परिवार लोग उनके साथ एवरीडे बात करते हैं, लेकिन पुलिस उसको खोज नहीं पा रहे, क्योंकि ममता बनर्जी का जो आंचल है ना, आंचल के अंदर में ये लोग, ये शेख शाहजहान को रख दिया, क्योंकि सामने लोकसभा निर्वाचन है, 30% का वोट चाहिए उनको। तो हिंदू महिला को जो भी हो जाए, लेकिन हम लोग तो 500 रुपया दे रहे हैं ना।
बीजेपी ने मां शारदा को भी नहीं छोड़ा। मां शारदा हमारे लिए देवी हैं, हम पूजते हैं उनको। और ऐसा क्यों है कि बीजेपी ने उनको अपमान किया है, उनका कार्टून बनाया है, कैरिकेचर की है, और तब महिला कमीशन, राष्ट्र स्तर पे जो महिला कमीशन है, इन बातों को क्यों नजरअंदाज कर रही है?
The big question is, where is TMC strongman Sheikh Shahjahan? For nearly 50 days now, the man accused of land grab and torture continues to be on the run. With Ritik Mundal in Sandeshkhali, Bureau Report, India Today.
So where is Sheikh Shahjahan? Is he above the law of the land? Very serious charges have been leveled against him. Charges are being leveled, but he continues to remain elusive. How crucial is he in the Trinamool scheme of things? Before we seek answers to where Sheikh Shahjahan is, let's take a look at this person who really is one of the most notorious characters in the area of Sandeshkhali, a man who had immense political utility to the erstwhile left government and now performs the same role for the Trinamool.
He's being called the terror of Sandeshkhali. Sheikh Shahjahan. 42-year-old influential TMC leader and local strongman, Sheikh Shahjahan is currently absconding. But this member of the North 24 Parganas Zilla Parishad and in charge of the Fisheries Department virtually ruled by fear. He stands accused of using violence and intimidation to ensure total submission. Such is his clout that his supporters attacked the Enforcement Directorate team that had gone to question him in connection with the ration scam. Shahjahan is also an accused in the murder case of 3 BJP workers, Pradeep Mandal, Devdas Mandal and Sukanta Mandal, who were killed in June 2019. Such is his fear and clout that the families of the victims had to move to Calcutta High Court against the West Bengal CID and his name was dropped from the charge sheet.
গরিব মানুষ যে ব্যবসা করে খাবে সে ব্যবসাও শাহজাহান শেখ থাবা বসিয়ে দিয়েছে এলাকার মা বোনেরা তার উপরে খুব ক্ষিপ্ত হয়ে গেছে এই কারণে মা বোনেদের দিনে রাতে যখন ইচ্ছা তখন যার বাড়ি সুন্দর বউ থাকলে এই ওকে অমুক দিনটা অমুক রাতে পাঠিয়ে দিস
Shahjahan shifted his allegiance from the CPIM to the Trinamool Congress post-2011. Since Sandeshkhali is an island, Shahjahan Sheikh ruled here with an iron fist. He is said to be a close aide of arrested TMC minister Jyoti Priya Malik. Such is his importance for the TMC that despite allegations of rape, torture, molestation and intimidation levelled by several women, Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is being accused of defending him.
এবং আপনারা দেখেছেন যারা মুখে মাস্ক পরে পরে ছবি তুলছে ধরাও পড়েছে বিজেপির কর্মী কিভাবে তারা বাইরে থেকে নিয়ে এসে একটা এলাকাকে অশান্ত করার চেষ্টা করেছে আগে টার্গেট শেখ শাহজাহান ওকে টার্গেট করে ইডি ঢুকলো তারপরে সবাইকে বার করে দিয়ে তারপরে ওখানে আদিবাসী মাইনরিটিদের মধ্যে ঝগড়া লাগিয়ে দিল
In this belt of Sundarbans, Sheikh Shahjahan prides himself for being the only Royal Bengal tiger. Victims say they approached the police many times, but their complaint was never filed and cases were registered against their men instead by the police.
আমাদের এই জমি জায়গাগুলো আমাদের আকাশ থেকে কেড়ে নিয়েছে আমাদের লিস্ট টাকা তো সময় মতো দেয় না যদি লিস্ট টাকা আমাদের আনতে গেলে আমাদেরকে অনেক রকম কথা আমাদেরকে শুনতে হয় জোর জবরদস্তি করে আমাদের বাড়ি থেকে তুলে নিয়ে যাচ্ছে
With Sheikh Shahjahan not joining investigations, despite the attack on the ED team, the women finally mustered courage to highlight their plight. All eyes now are on the Mamata Banerjee government. If the police will arrest, prosecute and punish Sheikh Shahjahan and end his reign of terror.
The people of Sandeshkhali are demanding immediate arrest of TMC leader Sheikh Shahjahan so that they can get justice. This is Rajesh Shah for India Today, Sandeshkhali.
Why has Bhai Sheikh Shahjahan not been arrested? Is he so important for the Trinamool government that they don't want to act against their leader despite the grievous charges that have been levelled against him? Joining us on this broadcast is Dr. Shantanu Sen, Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament, spokesperson of Trinamool. Squaring off against Dr. Sen, Dr. Shatrupa, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. We have Saira Shah Halim, who's a left-leaning activist, and remember, Sheikh Shahjahan was earlier a CPIM goon. Now he does the same for the Trinamool. And Jayanto Ghoshal joins us, consulting editor at the India Today Group, somebody who understands West Bengal politics very intensely. I want to go across to Dr. Shantanu Sen first, because Sheikh Shahjahan has been accused of very serious charges by women. And in case you're tuning into the story late, I just want to read out one of the lines, that they would pick up the pretty looking women, take them, spend time with them at night, force them till they were satisfied. Trinamool men would survey every home. If there's a beautiful woman, particularly a young wife or a girl, they would take them to the party office. They would keep the woman there night after night till they were satisfied. This is one of the local women who's levelled this charge. This charge is so serious that by now you should have arrested your party leader and questioned him, and the full wrath of the law should come down on him. For some reason, he remains free. Why is that, Dr. Sen?
First of all, what Trinamool Congress government can do, this can't be done by any BJP government in any state. number one. Number two, if you consider the Trinamool Congress activists, Shivu and Uttam, they were arrested after the police got certain complaints against them. Now you tell me, you are talking about Shahjahan. Number one, we have seen after Shivu got arrested, these ladies, these people of this Sandeshkhali, who are playing this orchestrated drama, they found time. They were bold enough to distribute sweets among the villagers, but they couldn't find any time and they didn't dare to lodge a complaint. Earlier, when the Women Commission came, their members openly told before camera that no such complaint of sexual harassment or rape was lodged with
Sir,
them.
given the reputation of Sheikh Shahjahan in the area, Dr. Sen, no, one second, sir. You should not call this drama. These are women under the law of the land. If they're leveling a charge of rape, that needs to be taken seriously. The first thing you need to do is bring Sheikh Shahjahan in, investigate the charge that's been leveled. You're already assuming that this is drama, that it's politics. That's not the right prism to begin with.
We always, you cannot put your word to my mouth, number one. Number two, we always call a spade a spade. Women Commission members openly said before media that they didn't get any such complaint. Police didn't receive any such complaint. Our State Women Commission didn't receive any such complaint. Had there been any such complaint, it would have been lodged with the police station and definitely administration would have taken proper steps. As the steps has been taken against Shivu or Uttam, the problem is it is crystal clear that BJP being instructed by central BJP, being directed and being manipulated by RSS with the help of CPIM, along with the goons which are being brought from outside, they are creating this narrative. We have seen how Sriti Irani, being a central minister, she was trying to create a narrative Hindu versus Muslim, because BJP knows that they are being outrightly rejected by the
No, so I'll come to the
Bengal.
politics later, Dr. Shatrupa. The charge against the Bharatiya Janata Party is that these women haven't filed police cases. Instead, they've spoken to the media. We don't know who they are because their faces are hidden. They could be anybody. They could be women from the outside potentially, or women who are from BJP families. You've got them to come out and say this, given them some kind of incentive to make this charge. The TMC says these are politically motivated charges. You are trying to find some reason to be able to make political inroads in West Bengal ahead of the Lok Sabha elections.
Rahul, thank you for having me on this show to discuss such a dismal issue in West Bengal. Number one, Trinamool needs to get its act together and decide which narrative suits them. Either, we have so much of organization at the ground level that we can organize this kind of a huge uprising, if I may call it, or we are not there. According to them, we are nowhere. Now suddenly we are in such a big position that we can organize this kind of uprising. Now I really don't want to respond to this. The point here is, Rahul, you've been watching the footage that has been collected by even your channel, and I have been watching it since it started. The one constant factor which all these women are saying is the fear psychosis. All of them are so scared, they're so petrified that they cannot even talk with their faces revealed. They are constantly saying that, this kind of torture, this kind of inhuman humiliation has been happening to them for over a period of a decade or more, 10 to 13 years.
Okay, let Shantanu Sen respond to that. The women are speaking with their faces hidden because of the kind of Gunda Raj that prevails in Sandeshkhali, because this man is a strong man, because he's seen as a local goon, which is why the women are constantly talking about a fear psychosis, which is also why they're not willing to speak out openly against him, and that too doesn't reflect well on your government, sir.
Similarly, we have come across many such videos where the Hajar villagers are saying that they are living there happily, no such incident has taken place. Number one. Number two, you must recall the Shukanto Majumdar, the state BJP president, who was riding on motorcycle without wearing helmet, being associated with other political goons. How they brutally assaulted the police person, taking law and order in their own hand, breaking 144. So BJP is in a mood to create a narrative. BJP is in a mood to create an unrest. That's
Okay,
why BJP
Dr.
is
Shatrupa,
playing
respond to
this
this.
point.
That even if there is an element of truth to the charges, you are magnifying and amplifying the charges to make it seem as if it's the #1 national issue. The Trinamool alleges there are so many crimes that have happened in BJP ruled states where the National Commission for Women doesn't go. When the wrestlers needed in Haryana support, the NCW didn't come. That was a very serious charge of harassment leveled against a BJP leader. That time the NCW didn't bother.
No, first of all, Rahulji, one thing one has to understand very clearly that BJP has not created this. But one has to accept that BJP is the single largest opposition in West Bengal, elected by 2 crore, almost 80 lakh people in West Bengal. So therefore, it is definitely within our, what shall I say, obligation. I'm not even going to call it our right. It is our obligation to stand up for whoever is feeling harassed to this kind of level. This is not one woman or 2 women or even 10 women. There are hundreds of women in Sandeshkhali who saying the same thing. So you cannot compare this with any other happening in any other state. It is, I mean, they're all the time going on a tour of the country. They often leave what is happening in West Bengal and go off and start accusing us of other states. I don't think what is happening in Sandeshkhali is even comparable. If you talk about the wrestlers, what happened was not correct, and we have dealt with it. But here we are talking about a conglomerate of women, not 1, not 2, not 10, a conglomerate of women who are way below, the social level. They are
No, but the problem is, Shantanu Sen, from the Trinamool's perspective, if the West Bengal police had arrested Sheikh Shahjahan, brought him in for investigation, you could have said, we are doing what needs to be done to investigate the charges. Because your government seems to be going soft and easy on this leader, who is a Trinamool leader, therefore these charges are finding traction. If you'd acted honestly, with intent and purpose, maybe some part of your charge would have been true in the eyes of the public opinion. But now, because your police is going slow in this case, not acting against Sheikh Shahjahan, which is why it looks believable.
Prior to that, I would like to remind you that Honorable Court has said that this issue cannot be compared with Manipur, which was a devastating situation, #1. #2, our Director General of Police has categorically said day before that it was primarily the duty of ED. Police is investigating, police will definitely find him out. But the leader of opposition of Bharatiya Janata Party, Shubhendu Adhikari, was demanding that he knows the location of Shahjahan Sheikh. Then why is he not informing ED or local police? And for the same,
no, why do you keep referring to the ED? The ED case is separate. A rape case needs to be prosecuted by the local West Bengal police. Why are you depending on the ED to do your job?
Certainly not. Based on the 164 deposition, Shivu Hajra was arrested by our state government. Trinamool Congress believes and talks and believes and works zero tolerance to corruption. That's why they can arrest their own representatives. You can't cite a single example of arrest where the BJP administration is arresting the BJP leaders in any BJP state.
Jayanto Ghoshal, how important is Sheikh Shahjahan in the Trinamool scheme of things? Why is Mamata Banerjee's police not coming down harder on this man who's giving the West Bengal government a very bad name?
#1, issue is that he is absconding. So now, police is saying that we are trying because the Shahjahan's other leaders with Shahjahan, there are few more names and they have been arrested. And police is saying, although there is a allegation that police acted late, but Shahjahan actually, where he is, that police is saying that we are also searching, nobody knows. So if I say that police knows it and police is not arresting, how can I say? Because I don't have that evidence. National Women Commission today, they have said that we got some allegation of rape on sexual assault, but still it is not evidential truth because investigation is on and there are several, more than 100 women. They have come in front of camera, they are saying that they are lying. So there are two groups of campaign also.
No, but Jayanto, in the law of the land, in the way that it is, If a
No,
woman accuses
Rahul,
she's been raped, the police need to investigate that case. They can't produce some one other woman who says, no, she hasn't been raped, to dismiss the charge of the woman who's saying she's been raped.
But there is no specific rape case. They are saying that Shahjahan's team, not Shahjahan also, they used to call in the midnight, and 20, 25 women, they used to go and they said that there will be a meeting and sexual harassment used to take place. But there is no specific rape case charge. That is very interesting. But Rahul, the thing is political. Before 2024, Sandeshkhali has become a hot seat, and like Nandigram, the history repeats history. Now BJP is playing the role of the opposition, what TMC did with CPM when police inaction after Nandigram took place. And this is not a Hindu-Muslim issue. Although South Chobbish Pargana and Sandeshkhali, Muslim population is higher than the average percentage of the Bengal. I mean, they are 40%, not 30%. 40% Muslim, 60% Hindu. And what Smriti Irani said and all the BJP leaders are saying, I think that communal polarization, politics of polarization, that is not the issue there. Discontent among Muslim also there. It is actually the ruling
Let
party.
Shatrupa respond to this. Jayanto says these are generic charges that they used to do this to women. Very few of them are saying it happened to me. Most of it is, this is what used to happen in that area. They're not giving specific instances of who got raped, when and where.
You know, Rahul, first of all, one has to understand, yes, I accept the fact that this is not, this may not be entirely communal, number one. But number two, one has to understand that these are women who are not really as smart, if I may use the word, as us, who are exposed to society much more than, they're not as exposed to society as we are. And we would, maybe candidly say a lot of things which these women are not being able to say. So there are here Trinamool spokespersons ranging from Dr. Shantanu Sen right down to an ordinary councillor woman who's saying that she needs to watch footage of rape to accept that rape has happened. Now this is absurd. The fact that these rustic women, semi-educated women of their caliber are even bringing up the fact that they have been socially humiliated, utilized, and basically they've been sexually abused. Now, rape or no rape is something that I really don't know. But as far as there has been one direct FIR which has been accepted by the district magistrate of rape and gang rape. And mind you, Rahul, that very evening, police has ransacked and vandalized her house. This is the level of sexual abuse, human abuse, which is happening in Sandeshkhali.
You know, that's the problem, Shantanu Sen. In instances when the women are speaking up, the West Bengal police actually seems to be coming down and intimidating them rather than supporting them initially. Now, of course, there's pressure, so you're trying to provide some kind of security, but initially the reflex action was to try and shut them down.
Certainly not. You must recall the audio clip that has come up. The clip was of the BJP MLA Ognimitra Pal, where she was telling someone that we should take the Sandeshkhali issue seriously and we should utilize this for our political benefit. You must recall it. You must recall the attitude of Sukanta Majumdar. You must recall the statement given by Smriti Irani. You must recall the statement given by Amit Shah.
From the perspective of the left, given that he was originally a CPIM Gunda, then he became a Trinamool Gunda. Now, of course, the BJP is gunning for him. This is a cycle of violence that the left is very familiar with. Now you're out of the picture because the fight is a fight between the TMC and the BJP, but it's the left which were past masters of this game of political violence in West Bengal.
See, Rahul, good evening. I don't want to comment about what happened in the past because I was not in the political arena at that time. I was not in the political scene. I can comment about now what is happening since I've been active, and on the ground. It's not important whether the women file FIRs or not, but because you see, these women are living in the rural areas where intimidation is very high. If you have seen, a lot of women have given testimonies where they are being forced to vote for TMC, and that happens in the rural area. We saw this entire unleash of terror and violence during the panchayat election, be it, even state assembly election, be it by-polls, be it Lok Sabha, like violence becomes a precedence in West Bengal. Okay, irrespective of the political parties, which is very sad and tragic. Now, if you look at the testimonies, a lot of TMC leaders have questioned that why are they covering their faces? Why not? Because they'll be harassed, they'll be tortured, they'll be intimidated, their men will be beaten up. They have all the reasons to camouflage their faces, and I can empathize and understand why they're covering their faces. So there's so many testimonies that have come in, and that paints a really harrowing picture of what exactly is transpiring, as far as systematic sexual abuse is concerned, as far as torture is concerned, as far as corruption is concerned, because here the main accused is at large. His accomplices are at large. Shahjahan Sheikh has been accused of corruption charges. If he was so clean, he would not be absconding.
Sure.
He would have,
and he'd have no reason to be on the run. I want to come now, therefore, to the politics, and I want to come to the impact this may have on the Lok Sabha elections. Remember, of the 42 seats in West Bengal, the BJP in the last election won 18, they lost 24. And their strike rate was 43%, one of the lowest strike rates. Like in a state like Uttar Pradesh, the party had a 80% strike rate. In many like Rajasthan, Gujarat, it had a 100% strike rate. In West Bengal, the strike rate was only 43%. Do you think, in the way that this issue is being built up, Jayant Ghoshal, that it has the potential of increasing the BJP's strike rate, giving them a few more seats in West Bengal in the Lok Sabha elections? Is that really what this is all about?
That is the litmus test, because BJP is achiever in Bengal. It goes without saying. BJP didn't have anything. I remember the first press conference of Amit Shah as party president that if we want to be pan-Indian party, we have to go to Bengal. It's a non-base area. Now they are sending Rajya Sabha member, 77 MLAs. So it's a success story. But the thing is that I have a personal opinion that Rahul Gandhi and Mamata Banerjee, I think there is a major difference of the political strategy, the sense of the ground reality. What BJP is trying hard, and BJP each and every day, they are trying to make this issue. And not only the gender issue is also Mamata's woman vote bank. They want to cut that, woman vote. They want to issue that the Hindus also go for more with BJP. Then not only women issue, the major issue is that misrule can be a Bhadralok Bengali community. Sandeshkhali is a model. They want to make it a model for the whole state, for the campaign. But now Mamata is campaigning each and every district again and again. And she is saying that BJP is trying to break the Muslim vote. Publicly she is saying. And this Indian Secular Front, the role. So now the thing is that the control over people and the populist measures, what Mamata has done, exactly what Modi ji has done for UP and other areas, Mamata is also
that you are trying to turn this, Dr. Shatrupa, into a Nandigram kind of moment. Like the Trinamool sees Nandigram, you are trying to make Sandeshkhali Mamata Banerjee's Nandigram. Dr. Shatrupa.
May I respond to this?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Rahul. Yes, I know there are these cephalology facts which maybe can be postponed for a later discussion, because right now I think all of us, beyond all political parties, should be a little more patient and a little more sensitive with the agony that these women are going through. Whether it will encash votes later or not is something that I don't think should be discussed at this point of stage, where women are crying rape. Women are crying gang rape. Women are saying that we are being manhandled. Okay. So
India Today has a big team of reporters on the ground, and many of the women we've been speaking to in Sandeshkhali have different kinds of horror stories to tell. From being picked up from their homes to being held hostage at Trinamool offices in the village. This is what some of the women who Shweta Singh spoke to in Sandeshkhali told us on camera.
In West Bengal, 75 kilometers from the capital, Kolkata, a village making national headlines ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. Sandeshkhali, where women shield their faces when cameras approach, where the opposition BJP claims to have been barred from entry, a stronghold of the Trinamool Congress, where Trinamool strongman Shahjahan Sheikh and his supporters face serious allegations of land grabbing and sexual exploitation of local women. India today embarks on a probing visit to Sandeshkhali.
कोलकाता से संदेशखाली का रास्ता मुश्किल से 75 किलोमीटर है, लेकिन यहाँ पहुँचने में लगभग 3 घंटे लग जाते हैं, क्योंकि आपको एक नदी पार करके जानी। यहाँ पर आम गांव वाले भी जो हैं, उन्हें अपनी इस तरह से बाइक्स को लेकर या बाकी सामान को लेकर ऐसे ही किसी नाव पर सवार होकर दूसरे छोर पर जाना है। यहाँ तक कि जो सुरक्षा बल है, उन्हें भी ऐसी ही किसी नाव में सवार होकर जाना पड़ रहा है। इतने सालों बाद भी इस गांव की जो कनेक्टिविटी है, जो संपर्क है बाकी के हिस्से से, वो इसी तरह के एक नाव पर निर्भर है।
In this remote riverside village, many local women, their faces hidden, have recounted to India Today the alleged victimization by TMC members.
আর 200, 400, 500 মহিলাদের এনে বসিয়ে রাখবে। পার্টির মিটিং যেতে হবে, ও আজে বাজে নোংরা ভাষায় কথা বলবে, এই করতে হবে, সেই করতে হবে, আমাদের মনোরঞ্জন করতে হবে, মনোরঞ্জন না করলে তোমাদেরকে ছাড়বো না।
The village gained attention earlier in January. A mob assaulted ED investigators who had arrived in Sandeshkhali to question Sheikh regarding an alleged ration distribution scam. Sheikh has been on the run since. And since then, a number of women in the village have accused Sheikh and his associates of seizing their land to establish prawn farms and subjecting them to years of sexual exploitation.
এখানকার গ্রামবাসীদের থেকে, কৃষকদের থেকে জমি কেড়ে নেওয়া হয়েছে, লিজ দেওয়ার নাম করে, টাকা দেওয়ার নাম করে। ওনারা তো টাকা দেননি, প্লাস হচ্ছে পাকা ধানের উপরে জল ঢেলে দিয়েছেন, পুরো নোনা জল। রাত দুপুরে মানে 12টা 2টো নাগাদ আমাদের ফোন করে ডাকা হচ্ছে, কাউকে হয়তো বাড়ি থেকে তুলে নিয়ে যাওয়া হচ্ছে, গিয়ে পার্টি অফিসে নিয়ে গিয়ে বসিয়ে রাখা হচ্ছে। 2 দিন 3 দিন করে ওদের মনোরঞ্জন করতে হচ্ছে, তারপরে ওনাদের পছন্দ মতো পুষিয়ে গেলে ওরা ছেড়ে দিচ্ছে।
The state's chief minister, however, contends that the BJP is inciting unrest in Sandeshkhali. According to Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, the police have been instructed to file FIRs proactively. She has assured that any forcible seized land will be returned to its rightful owners.
ঘটনা হয়েছে, প্রথমে ইডিকে পাঠিয়েছে, তারপরে তার বন্ধু বিজেপি ঢুকেছে ইডিকে সাথে নিয়ে, আর কিছু মিডিয়া ঢুকেছে, ঢুকে তিলকে তাল করছে, শান্তির পরিবর্তে আগুন লাগাচ্ছে। আমি বলতে চাই তাদের, যার যা অভিযোগ আছে আমি অফিসার পাঠাবো, তারা শুনবে, এবং যদি কেউ মনে করে কারো কাছ থেকে কেউ কিছু নিয়েছে, সবটাই ফেরত দেওয়া হবে।
But the local women interviewed by India Today expressed feeling terrorized in their own village, with threats of abduction, torture and assault.
ওরা যদি কোনো শাস্তি না পায়, ওরা যদি কোনো রকমের ছাড়া পায়, আমাদের পুরো গ্রাম মানে সন্দেশখালী এলাকা পুরো জ্বালিয়ে দেবে।
অ্যাটাক করতে হবে, এভাবে তো আমরা আতঙ্কে আছি রাত্রে। ঠিক আছে, তো আমাদের ছেলেদের নামে কেস হচ্ছে, তাদের জেলে ঢুকিয়ে দিচ্ছে। শাহজাহান তো লুকিয়ে গেছে কোন গোয়ার মধ্যে, সেটা কেউ খুঁজে পাচ্ছে না, এখন মিডিয়ারা খুঁজে পাচ্ছে না, ইডি এসে খুঁজে পাচ্ছে না।
Local women allege that even young teenagers have fallen victim to the tyranny of powerful thugs.
প্রশাসন ওদের পকেটে, প্রশাসন ওদেরকে বাইকে করে চড়িয়ে সারা গ্রাম ঘোরাচ্ছে, সেখানে প্রশাসন আমাদের কি নিরাপত্তা দেবে? আমরা আমাদের সম্মান চাই, আমরা সম্মানের সঙ্গে মাথা উঁচু করে বাঁচতে চাই, শান্তি চাই, এটাই আমাদের দাবি। যে এখানে কোনো কিছুই চলবে না, এখানে এই যে হামলা চলছে, মহিলাদের উপর অত্যাচার চলছে, আমরা পুরোপুরি নিরাপত্তার সঙ্গে মাথা উঁচু করে সম্মানের সঙ্গে শান্তিতে বাঁচতে চাই।
Several women now fear for their lives and those of their loved ones. A bitter irony unfolds in Sandeshkhali. Many claim allegiance to the TMC. Yet it is the alleged goons from within the ruling party who inflict terror upon them.
दीदी, আপনার কি তৃণমূল সমর্থক?
হ্যাঁ, আমরা এখানে সবাই তৃণমূল সমর্থক।
हाँ, और तब भी जमीन ले लिया यहाँ पे?
হ্যাঁ, এখানে সবার জমি উত্তম সর্দার, শিবু হাজরা ওনারাই নিয়ে ঘের করতেন।
सब जमीन
সব নিয়ে নিয়েছে।
पर आप लोग भी तृणमूल समर्थक ही हैं।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, আমরা তৃণমূলই সমর্থন।
A village that allegedly suffers atrocities at the hands of individuals drunk with power, Sandeshkhali in West Bengal cries out for justice. With Shweta Singh in Sandeshkhali, Bureau Report, India Today.
You're on board the Newstrack. Will he or won't he join the BJP? That's the question everyone is asking about Kamal Nath. The veteran congressman has neither denied nor confirmed rumours of him ditching the grand old party. Will Congress's Kamal bloom for the BJP in Madhya Pradesh? The jury for the moment is out on that.
Will he or won't he? The speculation over Kamal Nath's political switch continues as the veteran Congress leader keeps everyone guessing. There's been no denial so far.
ऐसी कोई बात होगी सबसे पहले मैं आप लोगों को ही कहूंगा। मैं तो कह रहा हूँ इनकार की बात नहीं है, ये आप लोग कह रहे हैं, आप लोग एक्साइट हो रहे हैं। मैंने कहा मैं तो एक्साइट नहीं हूँ इस तरफ या उस तरफ, पर बात यह है कि अगर ऐसी कोई बात होगी मैं आप सबको सबसे पहले खबर करूंगा। कल कहा था कि अगर ऐसी कोई बात हुई सबसे पहले मैं आपको सूचित करूंगा। अभी तो मैं 13वीं में जा रहा हूँ, आप लोगों को भी चलना, चलिए मेरे साथ। तो सर बात है सर आगे कौन सी बात सर? भाजपा में शामिल होने की नकुल नाथ जी की बात हो रही है, मेरी तो कहीं बात नहीं हुई सर। ठीक है।
And yet, the Congress leader's aides who have been in and out of his Delhi residence have claimed there's no question of Kamal Nath jumping ship to the BJP.
जो व्यक्ति खुद ही हाई कमान है वो क्या राजी और नाराजी होगा। छोटी मोटी घटनाएं हर राजनीतिक दल में होती हैं, कोई निर्णय पे सहमति बनती नहीं बनती। राहुल जी से भी बात हुई है, खड़गे जी से भी बात हुई। नकुल नाथ जी लड़ेंगे लोकसभा का चुनाव छिंदवाड़ा से कांग्रेस की टिकट पे।
Sources have told India Today that Kamal Nath's saffron plunge now seems unlikely. But his son Nakul Nath is reportedly still in talks.
After dilly-dallying for several days, former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Kamal Nath and his son Nakul Nath, who's a member of parliament from Chhindwara, have now decided not to leave the grand old party for the BJP. The decision comes after Kamal Nath's entry into the BJP was blocked by a section of the RSS for his alleged role in the 1984 anti-Sikh riots.
All the talk of the veteran Congress leader joining BJP has left the grand old party red-faced, and they've vehemently denied all the reports.
मेरी कमल नाथ जी से बात हुई, उन्होंने कहा कि ये सब एक तरह से भ्रम है और ये मैं कांग्रेसी था हूँ और रहूंगा।
There are a lot of rumors about our Kamal Nath also. I know Kamal Nath since last 35 years personally. He is a man of values, principles. He will not go out of step out of Congress party. It is a new rumor spreading by various political parties and the BJP friends.
But the BJP is keeping the political speculation going, while the Saffron Party has not confirmed if Kamal Nath is in touch with the High Command. Cryptic hints have also led to more tongues wagging.
जिसको आना होगा आएगा। ये गंगा जी है, गंगा जी में गंगा जल सब गंगा जल है ये।
So, is the senior leader still laying out terms and conditions to the BJP for his joining? Speculation is rife that the power negotiations are underway. With Himinder Sharma, Bureau Report, India Today.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi was in a mega infra blitz in Uttar Pradesh ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. Prime Minister Modi launched projects worth 10 lakh crore rupees aimed at creating over 35 lakh jobs. PM Modi also laid the foundation stone of the Shri Kalki Dham temple at Sambhal.
हम विकास भी विरासत भी इस मंत्र को आत्मसात करते हुए चल रहे हैं।
Vikas and Virasat, Development and Heritage.
Prime Minister Modi's 12-hour UP visit was marked by these themes as he set the foundation stone for the historic Kalki Dham Mandir in UP Sambal. And also announced a whopping 14,000 projects for the state in Lucknow. Unveiling development projects valued at over 10 lakh crore rupees in Lucknow, Prime Minister Modi highlighted the Vikas agenda of the BJP.
हजारों प्रोजेक्ट पर काम शुरू हो रहा है। ये जो फैक्ट्रियां लग रही हैं, ये जो उद्योग लग रहे हैं, ये यूपी की तस्वीर बदलने वाले हैं। बीते 7 वर्षों में प्रदेश में रेड टेप का जो कल्चर था, उस रेड टेप के कल्चर को खत्म करके रेड कारपेट कल्चर बन गया है। पहले की सरकारें सोचती थी कि सुविधाएं बनाओ तो 2-4 बड़े शहरों में नौकरियों के अवसर बनाओ तो कुछ चुनिंदा शहरों में। ऐसा करना आसान था क्योंकि इसमें मेहनत कम लगती थी, लेकिन इसके कारण देश का एक बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा विकास से वंचित रह गया।
He kicked off his UP visit in SP stronghold Sambal to lay the foundation stone for the Kalki Dham temple. In 3 weeks, from Ram Mandir in Ayodhya to the Babs Mandir in Abu Dhabi. To now, the Kalki Dham Mandir, Prime Minister recounted the divinity of each of these temples.
22 जनवरी को देश ने अयोध्या में 500 साल के इंतजार को पूरा होते देखा है। अबू धाबी में पहले विराट मंदिर के लोकार्पण के साक्षी भी बने हैं। हम यहां संभल में भव्य कल्की धाम के शिलान्यास के गवाह बन रहे हैं।
Prime Minister also lashed out at the Congress with axed Congressman Pramod Krishnamacharya next to him on stage. Prime Minister accused previous governments of stalling the construction of the temple.
कल्की मंदिर के लिए इन्हें पिछली सरकारों से लंबी लड़ाई लड़नी पड़ी, कोर्ट के चक्कर भी लगाने पड़े। वो मुझे बता रहे थे कि एक समय उन्हें कहा जा रहा था कि मंदिर बनाने से शांति व्यवस्था बिगड़ जाएगी।
With weeks to go for elections, Prime Minister Modi is leading the campaign for the BJP in UP, a state where the BJP is counting on bettering all past electoral records. Bureau Report, India Today.
This is where I wrap up the Newstrack tonight. For your time and your trust, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you at 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. Till then, from all of us here, good night. Good night.